everyone, today we are filming our third installment to our Dolls from Christmas Past series. So today's segment is going to cover the early years. So this is basically from like 2001 and before, since our last two segments were on.
Oh, no, we do have a couple outliers.
2003. Oh yeah, we do have some that we got after that we also just included in this video.
So this is Bradley, 1992 Classics Aladdin. So I actually got him and Classics Jasmine for Christmas in 1993-ish, 92-ish, somewhere along then. And they're definitely the older versions because while he's not wearing it, he actually came with the pixie dust vest and the
color change lamp.
Older Abu and the color change lamp. We
also don't have Jasmine anymore because, well, it's my fault actually that he's broken and the Jasmine's gone.
So, Shelly actually lost my Jasmine doll in the grocery store. So then Mom got me Water Jewel Magic Jasmine. And then one day when Shelly was playing with Bradley on me, his head popped off. So Mom got me Water Jewel Magic Aladdin and let Shelly keep him.
Which Colleen was kind of angry about.
Right, because I love Bradley. So then in 2002-ish, we were playing this doll game. This is actually where both him and Water Jewel Magic Aladdin got their names that they still use to this day. It was like she had a bunch of girl dolls that were going to the beach, and I had a bunch of guy dolls that were meeting them on the beach, and that's where Leroy and Bradley got their names. And he's one of my favorite dolls we have.
He's on my display, even though he's really shabby.
We showed another video how Chris, the lady my mom used to babysit for, sometimes got us really nice Christmas gifts. And Foam Barbie is actually, I believe, the first gift that she got us that we still have. She's gorgeous, and Shelly works so hard on her hair.
I played with her all the time.
Yes.
And also I want to say that I got a baby doll instead, and I was really upset because I was like, I have been playing with Barbies for years. Why did I get the baby doll? And that was like
poor
my
younger
fake
sister.
baby until I got a real one though. These are from Christmas 1997, 98.
Somewhere along then, yeah.
Hearts of Honor, Mulan and Lee. But Mom surprised me with these, and also Real Riding Khan. So Khan was sold with a Mulan doll or separately, and I got the separately sold one. And I remember like when Mulan came out, I like loved the look of the dolls because I love Asian dolls. And I hadn't even seen the movie yet, I don't think, at that point. So Mom surprised me with these. She was always great at like picking out surprises, and I've been like a big Disney doll buff since I was a little kid. And I think a lot of people assume like because I collect dolls from movies like celebrity dolls or like Disney dolls that I must like watch all of the movies and be really into the movies. And while I do love like Mulan and most Disney movies, I'm just a doll person. Like I don't really care about like the merchandising and things. I just love dolls. So I would like see the Disney dolls in the store or see like Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls, and I would just like want them because that was cool to me. And I remember the day I got these, you can tell they're really loose. I played with them a lot. I took their hair out, and they had this crazy looking connect-on hair. I don't know why, I just looked at them and I'm like, I want to take their hair out. And Colleen loved using Lee's bathrobe.
Oh yeah,
on Aladdin all the time. Mulan was like the crazy lady. I didn't like think she was particularly pretty because she has way too much makeup on, but like you liked Lee a lot in his clothes.
I especially use Lee's clothes.
And
as Leroy's bathrobe.
So we really enjoyed them.
And I got these the same Christmas that you got them, but you can talk about them.
Oh, okay.
Because you play with them more than me.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes we talk about each other's dolls because who played with them. So Colleen got the Power Wheels set of Kelly and Tommy that year, and Mom and Dad, I think, surprised you with these, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And Colleen always thought like Kelly was really ugly, so she kind of just used like the outfit and the Jeep. But I liked her right away, and I didn't play with her like a ton, but I did play with her. I don't remember what I named her.
I kept thinking she was Missy, but that's your story.
Yeah, she looks a lot like Giggles and Swing Kelly. She's got really cool eyes though. I have good pictures of her on Flickr if you want to see. And then this is Tommy, who's kind of like generic looking. He looks just like Big Brother Tommy, except his lips don't have like the binky mouth and he doesn't have the lever. But we played with Tommy all the time.
Yeah, he was our only boy doll
until
for Kelly.
Until
you got Ryan, yeah. For Christmas, I want to say it was 99. I got a whole bunch of Kelly fashions and Kelly dolls. I got Lemonade Stand Maria, Little Swimmer Marissa, Adventures with Little Friends of Kelly, Cowgirl Deirdre. I actually liked her the best because she was my first Deirdre doll. And you like Maria the best, right?
Oh, of course, Maria is.
She's just gorgeous. I was kind of snobby back then, and thought these dolls weren't as cool as like the original earlier Little Friends, because Marissa and Maria are Kelly Club. Actually, they really don't look that much different from the slightly older ones, and they're wicked cute.
They have like the little, they just have the little teeth.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad surprised you with these, right?
I believe so. I didn't pick these out.
Yeah, I really was jealous of Maria because she came with
So
the cutest outfit, and I love like Hispanic dolls. She's adorable.
Maria's outfit's one of our most played with.
She is, to this day, one of my favorite Kelly dolls ever. And they're my dolls now because we, you know, kind of traded off like that. And then that year, like, I got Generation Girl Tori. But this is Generation Girl Tori, and this was my second Generation Girl. My first was Chelsea, who I got for my birthday that year. I was obsessed with this line, and Tori was my absolute favorite from the set. And I remember, like, back then with the Generation Girls, I don't think they all came in like one shipment. I think there was like random assortments because you couldn't always find certain characters. Like, it took me years to find Anna. Like, I was quite a bit older when I got Anna. And I remember Tori wasn't at like a lot of the stores, and I remember we saw her one time at Toys R Us, and Mom and Dad tried to put her on layaway, but I guess she wasn't enough money to put on layaway. And I wasn't actually supposed to get anything else that Christmas because Tori was expensive because she was like $20, and then Angela, the American Girl, was obviously expensive. So Mom and Dad had told me, are you sure that's what you really want? Like, you know, we don't have the money to buy you anything else. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind knowing what I'm getting. And they actually surprised me with some other stuff too. I got like mostly like little, you know, like cheap stuff to kind of make it feel like I got more. But Mom and Dad also surprised me, I'm sorry, her hair looks kind of crazy, with Pilot Barbie. Her name's Patty. I loved her because I love Barbies with like really short hair. Like, I always tried cutting my doll's hair like this. When I think of my childhood Barbie, she's one of the ones I always think of. So I love both my girls a lot. Tori's a little shabby, and I do have her original outfit, but I think one of my other Tories is wearing it. So I broke like everything that came with this doll. So we got these for Christmas 2000. These were from our fake aunt and uncle, Auntie Kim and Uncle Ray, and they each got us a set because, you know, we used to get like the same dolls a lot of the time. So we don't have Kelly, as you can see. This was a 3 set. It's one of the most notorious stories of all time. Oh, Kelly. So
I used to be really obsessed with Kelly, but then around middle school I started getting like 7th grade-ish. I started getting tired of playing with Kelly all the time, but at the same time wasn't ready for Shelly to play with Kelly.
yeah, see, Colleen
So
couldn't
I started
share.
this huge fight. And there was
share.
screaming, and there was crying, there was dysfunction, and then Dad gave
You didn't
the Kelly
explain it
dolls
right. You didn't explain the story right. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I thought I explained it very well.
You didn't because Colleen wouldn't share. If she was into something, I couldn't be into it. You know, if she liked American Girl Molly, I couldn't look at Molly. If she liked Kelly, I couldn't look at Kelly. Even though we both got
See, you're
Kelly
making me
dolls.
over, making me look bad.
If we both got Kellys at the same time, like the first Kellys in the house, Colleen ended up calling dibs on them both, and I wasn't allowed to play with them. I couldn't look at Kelly, I couldn't say which ones I liked. Yeah, she was very like, this is mine. And I like baby, like little dolls, so I was very jealous. And when Colleen wasn't into the Kellys, this is what she did. You're not telling the story right. So we got the sets, and Colleen said, well, I'm not playing with Kelly, so no one's allowed to play with Kelly. And I don't like these Kellys because they look too old.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And you put them in a drawer in the bureau, and you wouldn't let me play with them. And
I
so
just remember the yelling and screaming.
I snuck them out to play with them, and you started throwing a hissy fit about it, and then I was arguing with
that.
you.
I remember the hissy fit.
And then Dad, like, heard us fighting, and he was, like, telling us that we couldn't fight over dolls, and that if we couldn't resolve it, then he would take care of it, and Colleen still wouldn't bend, and I wouldn't bend. So he took the Kelly dolls and gave them to a coworker to give to his daughter, and ever since then, we have never been able to find a Kelly doll secondhand from this set. The only one we found had, like, super cut hair and no outfit, and that's karma, because that's what happens when you
fight with your sister.
When you fight with your sister over something.
So, but we realized that the moral of the story actually is that you can't fight with your sister.
No.
As Shelly pointed out in the Kelly My Story post.
On Flickr.
It's the moral of the story is actually just keep your fights private from your father so that he can't solve them in a way that no one likes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fair to Kelly.
Poor Kelly.
But you put her in a drawer. It's like when she didn't want her American Girls that weren't Molly. She put them behind her mirror. You just thought you could hide the doll, but you wouldn't share.
Yep.
Yep. So we named these guys both Barbara and Barbara.
And I made them do a lot of singing in the infamous camping game.
You're getting ahead of yourself. These were our two infamous villains. They actually were like stunt doubles for each other, and I don't remember whose doll was whose anymore. And they're actually really pretty, so I don't know why they were villains. And they were our very first Barbies with the 99 body mold.
We called it Big Butt Barbie.
I know, not to offend anyone, but like, I mean, they have like the bigger booty. I like the smaller like bosoms because when you dress them, it's not like like holy cow, holy cow, Barbie, your boobs are huge. Like I prefer that, but the butts wouldn't fit in any of the pants. So I was like fascinated with them for that reason. But they're both really pretty, and they're definitely not villains anymore. And then
no, we love them.
I like calling
Shelly let me have both Stacy's, and I got wicked into Stacy not until a few years later. It was actually summer 2003 that I got really into Stacy. So I made them because Shelly was really into Mary-Kate and Ashley, and she said that if I made them twins, it would take away from Mary-Kate and Ashley's. See, I'm not the only bad sister. It would take away from Mary-Kate and Ashley's coolness factor. So I said they were identical cousins instead.
I think I actually did that to get back at you.
So
Because I had Reggie and Myra were twins.
Oh yeah.
I had other sets of twins.
Yeah, but you didn't want me to have a set of twins.
It was revenge because of all of the times you told me I couldn't have things.
So I made them identical cousins. And this one, I believe, is Andronica, and this one's Andrea, usually known as Andy, I think. But Andy was Leah, Palm Beach Skipper's sister, and Andronica was the cousin who lived with them. So yeah, I love them. They're two of my very favorite dolls.
These are the dolls we got for 2001. So this was actually our last Christmas Mom was alive. So these dolls are really special. I picked these out for Colleen.
So I absolutely love these dolls. So this one here I made
Kidcore Katie.
They're both Kidcore Katies, yes.
There you go.
This is the Wintertime Wonderland set. This set actually has a name.
Yeah, it's like a 2-pack with Katie and Jody.
Yep, and a sled.
We have pictures of all of it.
And I still have most of it. I made her my favorite Katie's frenemy. She went by Katie Kids. This one though, I named Holly later. And
she's an African American Katie, which is really cool. That's why
I was actually playing with Holly in the beginning of the famous camping game, which will have its own whole Dolly Tales episode at one point or another. She was my original character in that game until I got bored of playing with her. And then later in the game, the same game, I got my very favorite Katie after these guys. So yeah, I really love both. I actually think Katie Kids has the prettiest facial screening I've ever seen on a Kidcore doll. She's like a little work of art.
Yeah, she's got a special screening, and I reread both of them.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, and Shelly had to reread them both because their hair was
I didn't know how to fix
disgusting.
their hair at the time, and Colleen really wanted to keep them for sentimental reasons, so.
Because Shelly bought them for me.
Yeah, and I got, she picked out a Kid Connection Kelsey for me, which Kid Connection and Kidcore were kind of like the same thing. It was like a big pack of like Kelsey with careers, so she had like teacher outfit and then like this leathery outfit and like a computer. I have all the stuff for the most part that went to it. I just don't have the doll anymore because I got rid of all my Kidcore Kelseys when I was younger. I think because the smell really bothered me. Clone dolls make me feel sick. Like, I have a really sensitive sense of smell, and like that cheap plastic actually makes me nauseous. Because if you didn't know, clone dolls can be toxic, so because of what they're made with. I'm sad that I don't have her anymore, but I still have her stuff. But and I also got, you picked me out a mummy book, and
oh yeah,
I'm like obsessed with mummy related things, and that was the year I got really into it. But Mom and Dad picked me out this Britney Spears doll. So this is not her original outfit. She is the live in concert Oops I Did It Again doll. She came in the like the red leather catsuit thing, and she came with an Oops I Did It Again single, and she had like a CD player and stuff. I have pictures of her accessories on Flickr. She doesn't have her outfit anymore because I stupidly threw it out or yard saled it or something when we first got back into collecting. This is my favorite Britney Spears doll in my collection, and she was my second one and my only other childhood one. My first one was a You Boom doll that I picked out. And Mom hated Britney Spears. Like, I think she felt as passionately about not liking Britney Spears as, like, some parents would feel about, like, you know, back when Miley Cyrus was all, like, crazy, how some parents probably felt about her, like, oh, she's a bad influence. Mom did not like Britney Spears, but she knew how much I liked Britney Spears, and so she picked me out this doll and my two first CDs, which were Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again. Last dolls we got that I can think of were Sea Splash and Barbie and Kelly. We got these.
I want to say Christmas 2004.
Christmas 2004. These were from our Auntie Kim and Uncle Ray, and it's funny because, like, Auntie Kim had a problem with Colleen liking dolls. Like, she was too old for them, and after her mom died, she kind of thought it was appropriate to tell Colleen what she couldn't play with.
But she still got us a ton of Barbie playsets
that year. That was the point I was making. It was really, really nice of her, and so she picked me out this set, and the funny thing
I actually think it was meant for both of us, but I'll let you have it. I can't really remember
I don't
anymore.
remember, but she knew that we liked sister sets or something, so she picked it out, and I actually wanted the African-American version of this set, so it was really cool that I got the blonde one. So this is April and this is May, and I really
she also got us for Christmas that same year the chic shoe store, the cascading pool, the snack set, and the pet center.
Yeah, so like 4 different play sets, and the reason for that is I think like places like Big Lots and like Ocean State Job Lot, they would carry like really cheap play sets, and I'm pretty sure when we opened up all that stuff, she had said that like
that she'd gotten really good deals on it.
She got really good deals on all of it.
Pet center, we like loved using. We actually had another pet center.
The snack thing I played with the most.
Actually, I feel like we played the most with the shoe store.
No, I had the snack thing in every kitchen setup. I was obsessed with it.
Oh, wow.
It had shelves I could put things on.
We loved some of these
Organizing Barbie's pantry was like my life.
And I wanted to go over a couple of highlights from the other years. So, the earliest Christmas I remember with Barbie, I got a 1993 fashion gift set. Seriously, all my Barbies were wearing clothes from that set. I think it always takes me back to that moment when it was pretty much the only Barbie clothes I had. So,
yeah, I think it's funny. I think people think because we have like so many dolls, like 3,000, that we just always had a lot of dolls. And
but
like,
we started somewhere.
Yeah,
just like
one day
else.
they manifested into like, you know, we just woke up and we had all these dolls. And I mean,
wish.
like when people say that, like, and say, oh, I only have $1 or only have 2, I always like say, well, you know, we all start somewhere, because like we started with a handful of literally disgusting looking secondhand dolls. Like my first Barbie was half bald, and I got a Ken doll that was beat up, and I didn't have any real Barbie clothes for them. I had like falling apart clone clothes that I got, and you didn't have enough clothes for all your dolls. Like they weren't nice. Like they had like mullet haircuts and stuff, and you know, like we still had fun with them. They still sparked our interest. Yeah. And you know, when we were really little,
and if it hadn't been for those memories and those times, we wouldn't have gotten into.
Right. And when we were really little, like we didn't get dolls as often because we went to a private school, so Mom and Dad didn't have like the extra income to like let us buy even like, you know, like a doll like pretty regularly. Like that wasn't a thing for us because money was tight. And so, you know, when we got something new, it was a really big deal, and we played with the crap out of it.
Yeah.
You know, because we loved it so much. So like even though after Mom died, we had like a lot of dolls and Dad overcompensated, it wasn't always like that. You know, you don't need a lot to be happy, and everyone starts somewhere.
Speaking of humble beginnings, our very first play sets that I remember having in our home were also Christmas gifts. So it was the Barbie So Much to Do supermarket, which Shelly lied to you guys about without knowing it on the 90s playset video. She didn't remember where I got that.
You can see these play sets in that video.
But it was actually a Christmas present, I remember, because I'm older, and it was mine. Very early on, we each got Cut and Style Barbie Salon and a Golden Dream motorhome, so we have 2 of each. And this kind of goes back to my point that we've never had a problem with duplicates because it's just how we started our collection.
Yeah, did you mention Nibbles?
Oh, Nibbles! So the year I got my Molly doll, actually.
You were obsessed with Nibbles.
I was completely obsessed with Nibbles. It's what I wrote I wanted on my letter to Santa. I was in 3rd grade and I was completely obsessed with the Nibbles horse. And I was so busy looking for Nibbles that when I first opened Molly, I'm like, oh, it's a baby
American
doll. Okay.
Girl doll, the 100 doll.
Well, because I didn't know what she was. I just see this doll, this like baby doll thing in a box. I'm like, oh.
We'll talk more about Molly.
Yes.
In the next video.
But anyway, I kept looking for Nibbles.
And then I opened mine first, and I was such a sucker.
Oh
I said, Colleen, you can have my nibbles.
yeah! Stay tuned for our last installment of this year, next week.
And that's going to be American Girl. If you want to see pictures of these dolls, if you want to read additional information about them, you want to see their clothes or whatever, or see the play sets that we were talking about, check out my albums on Flickr. Everything is on there. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.